That's, aw, both of you, it's so nice. Nick, do we have
What was the question? What? I got distracted by my videography duties. What?
Oh yes, so if you are recording this, we would love to share it with the people who aren't at VidCon, and so we will make a Dropbox for that footage, and then Nick has consistent sound that he'll place with
recorded
it.
down there.
So yeah, you guys.
So yeah, if you wanna shoot on your phones or anything and then give it to us, there'll be a Twitter or Tumblr link that you can just put it in a Dropbox, and then we'll give you credit for it.
So the question was, do you have an episode that you see up and you wish you could pull it and say, no, ah?
No, I'm not a big looking back guy. I'm not. I feel like, I do things, and then if I make a mistake, then I'll correct it later. But I don't like to look back at things that I've maybe done wrong. I don't feel like I've hurt anyone, and I don't feel like we've hurt anyone. So that would be the only thing that I would want to take back if I ever did damage in any way. And I don't feel like we've done that. So.
I also agree with Nick, but lately I found out that my boyfriend's mom actually watches our vlog videos, so a couple of the thumbnails are all about like blood and poop and like ring job, and I'm like, maybe that's not the best thing for your mother to see, but oh God, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm so glad my mother doesn't watch my videos, because she'd just shake her head and be like, I don't want to see that.
So that brings up another question I want to ask. When you're creating content, are you imagining the audience looking a particular way? Like, is your boyfriend's mom in your mind when you are...
Like, it's there, but I try not to let it affect me and like the video, because if like we're talking about a certain topic, we do whatever we want to do. Like, if that topic comes up, then we're going to talk about it no matter what. I just try to stay away from getting too in-depth into it, because I know that there are people watching that do get offended by it, I guess.
What do you imagine? Do you imagine this as your audience?
Actually, when I make videos, I imagine talking to my younger self. That's the image that I put in my head right before I film, when I'm thinking about how I want to say things. I want to speak to where I was at when I was 17, because the temptation, I think, when you've been talking about these topics for so long, is to assume that everyone's where you're at with it, and everyone's as comfortable as you are, and everyone knows all of the basic stuff first, but that's not always true, and it definitely wasn't for me when I was a teenager. So it really helps me to, I think, speak to people that are a little bit younger than me, and also it helps me to avoid, I think sometimes when you talk, give information on YouTube, sometimes it can come off condescendingly or something, and you just have to remember that it's a conversation that you're having, and I don't know, it just really helps me a lot. I also see your faces too. Like when I visit schools and stuff, it's really helped me to